Now we have the folder with the required files to reference. Let's now create an HTML5 document. So I'm going to create a new HTML5.html. Let me just name it as jQueryUI. And where we will add the required files, we need to add it inside the head section. So first we are going to add the .css file, that is jQueryUI.css file. So here, as it is a CSS file, let me add link rel equals style sheet and href equals jQuery-UI.css. This is the name of the file. Next, let us add the JS files. So here we have to add jQuery.js as well as jQueryUI.js files. So first, let me add script src equals jQuery.js. We also have to add jQueryUI.js. So script src equals jQueryUI.js. So we have added references to the .css file and jQuery.js file and jQueryUI.js file. Now make sure that you add reference to the jQuery.js file before jQueryUI.js file, because otherwise we will not get the output as we expect. So always make sure that after adding references to the CSS file, add reference to the jQuery.js file before jQueryUI.js. Now we have added references to all the three required files. Let me save this file inside the same folder on my desktop so that it will be easier. Here, let me add it as first, as it is our first jQuery UI example. So let me save it. And even if we open the page, we will not see any output. Why? We haven't added anything. So just for the testing purpose, let me add a date picker or a calendar using jQuery UI. So input, you don't have to worry even if you do not understand this. We will be explaining all these components in detail in coming lectures. Let me provide an ID, calendar, and let me add the code, script $document.ready. You might be thinking that it is too complex to understand. In fact, it is too easy. We will see it when we explain this in detail. Let me make it an actual calendar. Date picker. Okay, with this we need to get a calendar. So let me open this using Google Chrome. Let me click. See, we are getting a calendar using jQuery UI. So it is obvious that we have added the references correctly. Suppose I have already told you that we need to add the jQuery.js reference before jQueryUI.js. Suppose I add it after, what will happen? You will see it. I have removed it and added after jQueryUI.js reference. Let me save the file and we will see whether we are getting the output. Refresh. See, even if I click, I am not getting a calendar as we got before because we have changed the order. So make sure that it is a simple tip. Make sure that you always add the reference to the jQuery file before adding reference to the jQuery UI file. So in this video, we have added references to the downloaded jQuery UI files correctly and made sure that it is correct using a calendar component. In the next lecture, we are going to see how we can add the references using online technique, that is without downloading the jQuery UI files, you can add references using this technique.